UNC looking for a response, staying up tempo. Read option fake for Davis. Gets by Little, and there's nobody there. Green grass in front of him. Nobody will catch him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. North Carolina regains the lead in 2 plays.
Oh yeah, let's go K9. Damn VG.
Hey, BT, I don't think these niggas hearing me, bro. Yeah. I don't even gotta do this raps. Hey, I don't gotta rap, yeah. I don't gotta rap. I could just stick to the trap, cause I know that I'ma be rich. We on the map, I send no work in this raps. They gon' pull up with them sticks, pop up at your party, sippin' Bacardi. You make a move and we shoot us a flick. Don't get no warning, we go retarded. No, we can't leave till we empty the clip. Poppin' these out of raw, got me up for some days. You know I ain't missing no plays, now I got on watching. Ducking and dodging a raid, but it's all a part of the game. These niggas be plotting, try and throw dirt on my name. They think we ain't talking them things. You reach for my pockets, hope they remember your name. Bet that we busted your brain. I don't gotta rap, I could just stick to the trap, cause I know that I'ma be rich. We on the map, I send no worth in this raps. They gon' pull up with them sticks, pop up at your party, sippin' Bacardi. You make a move and we shoot us a flick. Don't get no warning, we go retarded. No, we can't leave till we empty the clip. Don't gotta deal, but they know my name, they know what it is with me. I rock with the mob, they hate on the gang. These niggas, they envy me.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Georgia Tech Dynasty and another ranked matchup as we're going on the road to take on number 11, North Carolina this week, coming off games against both Oregon State and Clemson on the road and games that we ended up winning against ranked competition, and we're starting to escalate ourselves as one of the premier programs in the ACC and the nation. Another chance to add a great win to our resume here today against the Tar Heels team that is very talented, off to a 4-2 start, as are we, and a team that has a pretty impressive resume. In overtime, lost to number 7 Notre Dame. We also lost to Notre Dame. And then number 3 Boston College kind of got thromped in that one. I don't know a whole lot about the Eagles, but 2 losses against ranked teams. For us, a 4-1 start with a couple of wins in the ACC already. Our lone loss coming at the hands of that same Notre Dame team in the season opener, a game that we definitely could have won. Looking at North Carolina and what they're good at, looks like it's the rushing attack, 6 yards per carry for the running back, 700 yards, 6 touchdowns. Quarterback, not someone to be scared of, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. Receiving game, meh. On our side, we've got a lot of guys that can make some plays. Slater, over 1,300 passing yards, 11 touchdowns. Chris Grant, the most reliable running back in the nation, 5 yards per carry, 113 per game. Thomas Nelson stepping up receiver. And, of course, y'all know that defense is not great, but we got some dogs back there, and they make some plays. Here's a look at the sliders before we get into the game. Heisman, everything, 8-minute quarters, and information on these specifically is in the comment section, or rather the biography description below. You can find them there. It's the Jared 21 sliders, so if you want to use those, you can go ahead and find them down there. But I don't want to waste any time, so let's go ahead and get into this game. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's head out to Chapel Hill for this big-time matchup.
Yo, YBH.
Okay, we lost the coin toss, so we get the first offensive chance in this game. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Coming out passing here, looking to get that play-action concept going with the wheel. Slater fakes, drops back, has a receiver. Brown on the far side, wide open. Nice 19-yard pickup on first down. Great way to start. Let's go up-tempo. On the ensuing play, looking to go stick. We actually checked out of a running play because they got a single high safety coverage, and we get the mismatch. Slater has a guy, but he overthrows him by 10 yards. That was Petty, who got off the press and was wide open down the sideline, but off with the pass, and it brings up 2nd and 10. Early test for us right here. 3rd down and 4 scenario. We got 2 running backs in the game trying to run for with the read option, but Slater doesn't like what he sees. He checks to the quick pass, looking to work the Z-spot concept. Takes the snap, drops back, looking, rolls out right, nobody open. He's just got to huck it away, and it falls incomplete. North Carolina forces a 4th down, and it's decision time early. Easy decision here. You guys know we like to play aggressive. 4th down and 4 at midfield. That is 4-down territory, and we're trying to run for it with Chris Grant. Slater, hands off. Grant's got a wide open lane up the middle. He gets over midfield up to the 45, 10 yards, all that we needed for the first down. Move the chains. Back to work with Grant on 2nd and 10, trying to go outside the left with a counter. Gets a great block from the offensive guard. He's got some room, fighting through a tackle, spins through another, and gets to the 30-yard line. Chris Grant getting a couple of gritty yards and picking up another first down for us on our opening series. On the ensuing play, dialing up one of our favorite plays with the read option sweep, and Slater has room, but our receiver misses a block, and if he made that, it would have been a surefire touchdown, but instead it's just an 8-yard gain. Those are some of the things we got to continue to clean up here, turning 8-yard gains into touchdowns, because we're going to need those against the top competition we play. All right, another 3rd down. We've already converted on 2 of these this drive. Going back to the ground game. Get the wing block ahead. Chris Grant follows his lead blocker, Simmons, to the first down. He gets 5 yards as he spins through a tackle. He's always good for those extra yards. He's always good for moving the chains. He does it again, and we're inside the 10, threatening. So we call up our favorite red zone play here, that little flag route for the tight end of the corner. But Slater telegraphs the pass, and it's picked off by North Carolina. Carpenter read it all the way, steps in front of the pass, takes a knee in the end zone to bring it back out to the 20. A crucial turnover in the red zone to begin the game. Slater's going to be kicking himself for that one. Can't afford to make those mistakes, especially not in a road environment like this. North Carolina's offense on the field for the first time, and they start with the run play. No surprise there. Keith has plenty of room off the left edge, and he picks up 14 yards in the Tar Heels' first play. UNC lost the yard in the next play. Our defense did a little bit better job against the run, but not so much this time. Gaping hole between the right tackle and the right guard, and there goes Keith. Nobody in the secondary. He's finally dragged down after a 34-yard burst by Flanagan. But that run game that we hyped up coming into this matchup on full display early on. Crucial 3rd down here. Will we get the stop? Will they get the first down? They dial up a screen pass. That's a no-no against our defense. Wilson comes up from his free safety spot and sends Franklin out of bounds. Brings up 4th down and 5, and UNC will have to attempt a field goal. Offense back on the field after throwing that pick on the last drive. They moved the football well, just got to take care of the rock in the crunch. We get Grant on a check down on 2nd and 7. He bursts up the sideline for a gain of 15, showing you he can not only run the ball well, but catch the ball. Big play on 2nd down. We needed that. Back to the passing game on 1st and 10. Sticking with the up-tempo, Slater rips one into Petty in between the cover 2. 19 yards, and in back-to-back plays, we got another drive brewing. Slater doing some checking and hot routing against the stacked box. UNC brings that blitz. We find that man-to-man mismatch with Petty underneath, and he gets 18 more yards. And in 3 plays, we are already in plus territory and threatening to take the lead or tie. So I actually called the wrong play here. I didn't want to go 5 wide on 2nd and 1. So I checked to the quarterback draw, but UNC's ready for that. They're bringing a blitz, so we check to the pass. We call up the stick formation. Nobody really gets open. We had RB there on the slot out, but didn't recognize it quick enough. Slater gets tackled in the backfield. Loss of 8 yards. So a 3rd and 1 turns into a 3rd and 9. That's disastrous. All right, we've been good on 3rd down so far, but we're really doing ourselves no favors here in the red zone, putting ourselves in another stressful situation. Can we move the sticks? Stick and nod concept. There's an open receiver down the sideline. That's where the ball goes, and Thomas Nelson, our leading receiver, snares it. Gain of 24, and we're inside the 5. Slater with a strike. All right, skip ahead to the 2nd quarter. We tried Chris Grant on the first 2 downs, but to no avail. 3rd and goal from the 1, and he powers his way in there. Chris Grant hits pay dirt, and Georgia Tech takes the lead 7-3, 30 seconds into the 2nd. Defense was pretty good on the first drive. Few things to tighten up. First things first, we got to shut down this UNC run game, and we do. Little read option play, but to no success. Gary Odom shoots the gap, gets in the backfield, and gets to Nick Davis for a loss of 2, and it brings up 3rd and long. So make it 3rd down and 12, and this is where we want North Carolina to be because passing is not their strong suit. We let them have the underneath throw. Little's right there, the strong safety to bring down the receiver short of the line to gain. 4th down and 3. Our defense gets a stop, and the ball's coming back to the offense. Looking to go aggressive here out of the pistol with a play action fake, trying to get the tight ends more involved. They've been quiet so far, but Slater throws his second pick of the game. Tries to force a pass to Harrison, who was running a flag route, but UNC undercuts it and confuses him with his own defense. Brian Garrett with the interception, and all that momentum we just gained, we give right back. Now North Carolina, with great starting field position, a chance to take the lead. And they start this drive on the ground. Oh my goodness, the right side of our defense got absolutely obliterated. Big hole for Keith. And he picks up 17 yards off the edge, man. We got to contain this. In order to do that, we do spend our first time out of the half after that play, trying to get the right formation, the right personnel set in there. Doesn't matter, though, because UNC comes right back and throws a strike in the passing game. Herbert Ransom, 28-yard reception on a little over route, and that was Ryan Wood, our top cornerback, getting burned. That's not a good sign. Pedal to the metal for UNC. Read option fake. Nobody accounts for Davis. He'll scoot into the end zone untouched, and UNC takes the lead.
Things can get pretty fierce in this territory, but they look totally in control there.
So we had the momentum, we gave it back to UNC, and they take full advantage, taking that 3-point lead back. But here comes Ryan Wood, trying to create a spark in the special teams. He's got some room down the sideline, 40, 35, and he's finally tripped up there. A 71-yard return for our top cornerback, coming right back after he got burned and making a big-time play. Now let's capitalize. Big third down right here. We're 3 for 4 on the day. This is 4-down territory, but we want to get it right here with the power run game. So we move Brown out of the way, right to left, open things up for Gutierrez, our lead blocker, and Grant. Can we get that first down? Yes, we can. We get the pulling blocks. Grant jukes by a defender inside the 20, and he gets up to the 15-yard line. 14 yards on third down. He stays hot, and he's up to 65 yards on the contest. But we're back in the red zone, a place we have struggled thus far in this game. Play action pass on first down, not happening. UNC gets another sack. TJ Ingram in the backfield, and we're moving backwards. So now another third down. We need 6 yards to get to the first down. The red zone struggles just continue, but can we change our luck right here? We motion Grant out of the backfield, trying to put this defense in conflict. 5 wide set. We find the mismatch. It's Brown underneath, and he's scooting his way, flying his way to the 2-yard line. Pickup of 8 sets us up with first and goal from the 2. Bit of a different look here with Simmons taking the direct snap. Read option left, not happening. UNC all over that one. A loss of 3 yards on first down. Chuck Hills with the TFL. Not a great start to this sequence. All right, let's get the regular offense back in the field. Put Slater out there, get him in with Simmons and the tight end. Read option, keep for Slater. Nobody accounts for him. He walks into the end zone and gives the Yellow Jackets the lead right back. 2.5 left in the first half. UNC looking for a response, staying up tempo. Read option fake for Davis. Gets by Little, and there's nobody there. Green grass in front of him. Nobody will catch him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. North Carolina regains the lead in 2 plays.
That gives him another touchdown to go along with the one he scored earlier.
This quarterback continues to score.
Okay, so now it's our turn for a little 2-minute drill. Clearly, this one's going to be a shootout, guys. Our offense going to continue to need to produce. Slater dropping back to pass. Has Brown open over the seam. UNC lost him. 20, 15, 10. Jumps out of a tackle, and he's gone. Sean Brown, the true freshman, making a 5-star play, and we take the lead back in a matter of seconds.
Let a nigga get inside. Gotta wear a seatbelt when you ride. I'm keeping my Jimmy on tied. I can count that shit with no eye. You kill my partner, we ride. Little nigga, we ain't let shit slide. Y'all niggas ain't let shit die.
All right, UNC putting together one last drive before halftime. Looking to pass, but he's sacked. We send the cap blitz, and the corner gets in there. It's Ryan Wood making the play. Run that clock. Brings up 3rd down and 8, under 40 seconds to go. Dropping back into his own. Davis takes off. Nobody there. Wilson. Oh, my God. Someone get a body bag for that man. Beautiful stiff arm by Davis. He's walloped right there. But he picks up the first down and moves the chains for the Tar Heels. Tick, tick, tick. UNC back to the passing game. Has his man. Wheeler on the corner route. Beats the zone defense. Gets to the sideline and is pushed out of bounds to stop the clock with 31 seconds left. 8-yard gain on first down for North Carolina, down to 15 seconds left, just one timeout. Davis looking, surveying, steps up in the pocket, and he's tripped up before he can get to the first down marker, and that clock's running. 6, 5, UNC not calling timeout. They're keeping the offense on the field. This is the last play of the first half. Davis looking, has to get rid of it, gets by one tackler, not the second though, and he's brought down inside the 10. Davis picks up 4 yards, but the clock runs out in the first half, and Georgia Tech holds a 21-17 lead in the first 2 quarters in which North Carolina dominated. So we'll take that momentum, go to the second half, and see what we can do in the final 2 quarters. Quick peek at our first half stats here. We're clearly killing them with the passing game. They're really hurting our defense, though, with the rushing game. And time of possession, we're dominating. We do have those 2 turnovers, one of those coming in the red zone, the other resulting in a touchdown for UNC. So we got to take better care of the ball, continue to run this clock. They've had a couple of quick drives, 1-2 plays. We got to do a bit of a better job tackling in open space. But the way we're playing right now, I think we're going to run away with this game in the second half. Let's do it. All right, let's see what kind of adjustments we can make defensively in the first half. None to be had on the first play. The second half begins just how the first half started, with a runner running through a tackle, and Davis just continues to pile on the yardage. 11 takes for 118. He's exposing us right now. All right, second down and 2, 30 seconds in. Hey, keep an eye on our free safety here. Look at this closing speed. Wilson out of the top rope, out of nowhere. Tracks down Keith, brings him down for a 2-yard loss, and it sets up third down. What a play by the safety. Third down and 3. Let's see if our defense can make a play and get off the field. UNC looks like they want to run. They will. Nope. Option left. We're there for it, though. The defensive ends crash down off the edge. James Flanagan with his first tackle for loss of the game, and our defense stops UNC on its opening possession of the second half. So our strategy here up 4 midway through the third quarter is kind of just run some clock, but that's not going to help. We try to go with some cute bubble screenplay. UNC eats it up. Chuck Hill's back there again, his third tackle for loss of the contest. Slater staying aggressive, though. He has the luxury to check a hot route and do whatever he wants. He finds Brown up the seam. That's why we trust him. He whistles one into the hands of the true freshman and gets all that yardage we just lost right back. And for Brown, he's having a career day. 5th catch for 111 yards. Already that long touchdown as well. Let's go. Got to keep mixing that run game in, though. We have the best running back in the ACC. We got to use him. Jet sweep, handoff. Great blocking from the offensive line. Grant powers forward for a gain of 5, and he moves the chains. He's hungry, so let's keep feeding him. Get Brown out of there. Clear out some space for Gutierrez and Grant again. Handoff, runs off right tackle. Oh, see ya. Get off me. One more. Whoop! See ya. 13 more yards for Chris Grant. He is electric, and he's over the century mark for the game. Turns into 3rd down and 10 after a couple of incompletions, and we're looking to pass for the first down. Man-to-man coverage, but we can't get the pass off. Had it gotten released, would have been an easy first down on an out route, but instead North Carolina's defense stops us on 3rd down, brings up 4th and 10. An easy decision here. We're going to settle for the 3 points. So we were able to milk a lot of clock off on that possession. All it took was our defense to get one stop. Let's see if they can get another one. North Carolina looking for a response. They get a big passing play on 1st down and 10. Justin Redd on the reception for 23 yards. I didn't expect a whole lot from the Tar Heels through the air, but they've certainly given us a test here, and it's complementing the run game very well. So we got all we can handle here in Chapel Hill. On the ensuing play, engage 8, just trying to shut this run game down. It doesn't matter how many guys we send, though. Keith has room. He breaks 4 tackles, 5 tackles. Nobody's getting him, and he finally is brought down after a gain of 12. What the hell just happened? UNC flagged for a false start, though, off of that play. They go right back to the run game, though. Gaping hole, safety misses, 2nd tackle not there, 3rd tackle not there, and he walks into the end zone. Brad Franklin, 30-yard scamper, breaks 3 tackles and knocks the game up at 24.
See how explosive he looked? He had his sights set on the end zone, and he was not going to be stopped.
Our defense just has not had it today. They haven't really had it in many games this year, but our offense certainly does. We continue to churn with Chris Grant. Let's see if we can keep it going. Let's go back to that passing game. Man-to-man coverage. Petty gets off the press, and Slater slots it in between the 2 defenders for a pickup of 20. This is a statement drive. Let's keep it going. We lost 6 yards on a read option play, so we're going back to the triple option. Slater fakes, moves right, draws 2 defenders, pitches it to Petty. He's got room down the near sideline, stiff arms through a tackle, and gets to the sticks. 17-yard burst for Petty on the triple option. Hell of a play. Now back to the air. North Carolina showing pressure. 8 guys in the box. Slater drops back. Man-to-man coverage. Has Livingston. The true freshman beats his defender and weaves into the end zone. Jesse Livingston, 28-yard connection with Slater, and he gives us the lead with 1:11 left in the third.
Let a nigga get inside. Gotta wear a seatbelt when you ride. I'm keeping my Jimmy on tight.
Now the onus back upon UNC to tie the game up. Closing minute of the third frame. Davis fakes. Nobody there. UNC just continues to get its rushing attack in explosive space, and they're taking full advantage. 269 yards for the day as a team. We've had no answers. 2nd and 11. Late switch to the man-to-man defense. There's Noah Miller. It's about damn time. Our best defensive lineman finally makes a play, tossing Davis to the turf, and it brings up a 3rd and 14. We like this. UNC in a difficult spot to begin the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 14. Looks like they want to run for it. No, Davis going to drop back to pass, looking for a screen. Nobody's open. He's still investigating, and he's finally wrapped up and sacked. Noah Miller, back-to-back plays, brings up 4th down, and our defense gets a massive stop to begin the 4th frame. I know there's a tendency to get a little conservative in this situation, but no, we're staying aggressive because that's where we're most dangerous. Brown up the seam, gain of 16 on 1st down. Slater with the cojones to just slop that thing in there, and Brown impressively holds on through the contact. We are still trying to run that clock, though. A minute into the 4th quarter, handoff for Grant, well blocked by the offensive line. He scoots ahead for a gain of 11 to pick up another set of fresh downs. And we're threatening. We're trying to go in and score this touchdown and put it away right here. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Late play clock scenario. We get it off, though, and we find Harrison over the middle. Harrison went left. The defensive back went right, and Slater located his man for a downfield shot, and we're back in the red zone. All right, let's try and get the tight ends involved. This play has not worked all game. Doesn't work here. UNC gets another sack. They triple-teamed our go-to receiver, Joey Hill, and Gooden gets in the backfield, beating our right guard and getting to Slater. So now 2nd and 18, looking to get that yardage back. Play clock down to 4. We get the snap off. Slater's got his man Brown underneath. He's got blockers ahead, and he'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Sean Brown. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets up 14 with 6 minutes to go.
Let a nigga get inside. Gotta wear a seatbelt when you ride. I'm keeping my Jimmy on tight. I can count that shit with no eye. You kill my partner, we ride. Little nigga, we ain't...
Chapel Hill is just deflated after that touchdown, and it doesn't get any better. Miller forces a fumble. Flanagan scoops it up. Oh, the defense making a big-time play, and that may have just put this game away. Okay, so we milk 3 minutes off the clock. 4th down and 1, putting it in the hands of Slater. He gets the snap, runs behind Grant, locates the open seam, and just gets enough for the 1st down. Gain of 2, and UNC has started to empty its timeouts. Clock stops. We're going back to the ground game, though, with Grant pulling the left guard left to right. He gets a block, cuts it back up the middle, and gets all the way down to the 1-yard line, spinning through tacklers. Chris Grant taking over in the final moments. Another 4th down and 1. UNC out of timeouts. Clock still running. Grant in the Wildcat. Motions Nelson over. Hands off to him. Nobody's got him. He walks in. Thomas Nelson delivers the final blow to the Tar Heels, and Georgia Tech will leave Chapel Hill with another ranked win. Carolina would tack on one more touchdown, but it wouldn't be enough. Georgia Tech storms into Chapel Hill and escapes with a 14-point win over the 11th-ranked Tar Heels. Back-to-back-to-back ranked wins for the Yellow Jackets, and they're surging in the ACC and surging up the top 25. Night and day difference between the first and the second half. Really, it all started in that second quarter. 21 points, and then in the second half, we outscored them 24-14. Didn't need a whole lot out of the defense today, just a couple of stops, and they provided them when we needed them. Matt Slater, big game, got off to a rough start through 2 early interceptions, but came back with 3 touchdown passes. And then on the ground, Chris Grant chipped in with his typical 5.5 yards per carry, 138 yards and a touchdown on the ground. He is our workhorse. That continued today. That was unchanged, and we certainly needed it down the stretch. In the receiving game, Sean Brown, True freshman with a breakout game, 21 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns, 7 catches for 149, leading that unit. Jesse Livingston, fellow true freshman, had a receiving touchdown as well at a key point in the game. Then on the defensive end, Wilson and Little, our 2 safeties, had most of the action, considering the fact that UNC was just dominant on the ground, 8 and 7 tackles respectively. Noah Miller and Paul Wilson each had 3 tackles for loss, a defense that didn't cause a whole lot of disruption, but a little bit. Ryan Wood and Noah Miller, the 2 sacks. No picks, no deflections to be had either. Not a whole lot passing-wise from UNC today. Noah Miller had that late forced fumble. Flanagan had the recovery. He had a whale of a game as well. So our defense just stepped up in the key points, and that was the difference. Because UNC's offense was chugging along all day, 450 yards of total offense. Probably the best offensive performance we've seen from a team all year. Got it going both on the ground and through the air, but we dominated time of possession. Our offense had a hell of a game itself, and that's the reason why we're walking away with the 14-point win. So that does it for this episode of the Georgia Tech Dynasty. We take the win, 45-31 over number 11 UNC. We move to 5-1 and just add another impressive victory to our resume. Big second quarter, big second half. Adjustments were made, and we're looking like maybe the most dangerous team in the ACC. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel before you guys go. We'll be back with a post-UNC recruiting episode, and of course with the next game after that.